Inside Florida's notorious prisons, justice for Maddie remains elusive, and communities mourn. Jennifer Soto is still free and has not ever been held accountable for her daughter's abuse and ultimately her demise.
Deem him safe for the compound because they're going to look at his file. They're going to see that he has no keep separates on this compound. Nobody apparently knows who Stephan is on this compound, but little do they know. Now, we can only pray that something will happen to this disgusting individual within the next few days, but I will keep you updated. Believe me, over here at Raw Talk, like I said, we do have
again, you guys, he's been doing a lot of live streams, so go over to P&O and check out his channel. All right, he's awesome. I like what he does. I like how he's real. Kathy says, hit that like, please. I appreciate it. All right, we're still going. We still need to talk about Maddie, and we need to take a look at the justice for Maddie and where we are with that. So thank you.
an inside source at Apalachee Correctional Institution, and we will have the updates, because ultimately over here on Raw Talk, we are hoping for Stephan Sterns' ultimate demise. We are hoping that he becomes a prison wife. We are hoping that he gets everything he deserves times 10. There is no amount of pain you can instill upon this person that will make it better for the victim that was lost in this case, because ultimately this wasn't just a victim. This was an innocent child.
Madeline Soto.
So nothing could ever repay you. I can only hope that you wind up at ACI, and just like the movie Little Nicky, they start sticking pineapples up your rear.
Oh my God.
I can only hope that that's what happens. They treat you like they treated Hitler and Little Nicky. That was another episode of Raw Talk where we give 0 Fs. I need y'all to do me a solid, smash.
He does give 0 Fs though, because he doesn't cuss. So thank you for your perspective and your video. Thank you, Curly Blue and Mama Sage, for the $4.99 super sticker, guys. I appreciate you. And if you guys have been here for the last hour and 15 minutes, you see the progression of the prison and what's happened and where Stephan is. Where do prisoners do? I have no idea. And yes, Bundy was in Florida State Prison, and there's multiple Florida State prisons. As I said, he got the death penalty, the electric chair, and it probably hasn't changed much since then. They haven't done a lot to accommodate prisoners. That's what we've been talking about for most of the episode. All right, so now we're going to come off onto here. Again, I dropped the link. I'll make sure it's in my description, as I always do. And I got another clip for you. And then we're going to talk Madeline Soto. This is the clip I really wanted to share with you guys in the beginning, but for some reason I passed it up. All right. So this guy does a lot of shorts, and we're going to take a look at him. Let's pull this one down. I don't know why the internet has been so crappy lately. Let me know in chat if you guys are having internet problems too. Or is it just me? All right, let's take a look here.
ACI really that bad? To be honest with you, no, ACI isn't that bad. It's probably arguably worse.
Now, you guys, I've looked for the most up-to-date information, and Big Mitch Fit, this is very up-to-date, along with PNO. All right, so just let's listen to him. He said it's not that bad. It's worse. Butt eating, not sticking up. Pretty sure if they had pineapple, they would be eating it and not sticking it up their butts. Oh man, what's up, Sarah? How you doing? You doing okay? Yeah, there you go. Internet and Verizon, and I have both of those too. All right, let's keep going. I wanted to show you this clip because it is up to date, and this guy talks a lot about prisons.
Let me tell you, when you go to prison and you first go to classification, and when they spin that roulette wheel or however they decide to classify you and what prison to send you to, the entire time you're probably thinking, not ACI, not ACI, not ACI, not ACI.
Not ACI, not
the
ACI.
majority of the prisons in the Florida Panhandle are notorious for being hands-on as far as the guards are concerned. As if dealing with a bunch of pissed-off guards who already want to kick your ass isn't bad enough, the inmate population is just as bad. They label ACI as gangland for good reason, because as soon as you step foot onto that compound, that's exactly what you're going to see. It's gangs everywhere. We're not talking just low level either. We're talking about high profile members of their respective organizations. More than one individual has told me that when they get off the bus at ACI, that they can literally smell the death in the air. But hey, you ain't just got to take my word for it. You can take the word of somebody who's been there and made it out. Stay the fuck out of prison, y'all. It absolutely fucking sucks. Florida prisons, and we're back at it.
And there are a lot of videos, guys, that have the inmates that came out, but they're really vulgar videos, a lot of cussing, a lot of things that I didn't want to introduce into this stream. All right. So we try to keep it as classy as we can. And we remember that we're here for Madeline Soto. All right. So we're here for Madeline Soto, but we want to see hashtag Jen Soto get arrested at some point. And we don't know if that's going to happen. We don't know. We don't know if that's going to happen. But right now, this is where Stephan is. Stephan Sterns' new home, ACI, which is part of the Florida prison system. All right. They didn't die. There are other ones. There are a lot of other inmates that came onto the platform and filmed about ACI and how bad it was. But like I said, it's very vulgar, and I decided not to go with that. All right, so let me go into the next. I want to show you Justice for Maddie and then ask you to, if you guys have the means to get some locks over, do that. I am on the Justice for Madeline Soto page right now. And okay, all right. If they're trolls, just kick them out. I don't need to know about it, guys. And if you guys get kicked out, don't email me later if you're doing that. All right. Let's see. Where's it? Okay, so they're not going to renew listen. So Madeline Soto, she has there's the area where her body was left. Okay, and that is where the locks of love are, we call it. Everyone, thank you to those who mailed the locks for display at Maddie's post. The mailbox has been rented now for the past year in recent months with very few items received. We will not be renewing the mailbox, so anyone who wants to have a lock displayed now must be sure to reach us by the end of September. The post will be standing, and you're welcome to drive by the site and hang a lock at any time, but we will not have a mailbox after this month. Remember, come to Maddie's bench when you're in Central Florida. All right, so that's that. And then let's just take a look for a minute, give you guys a second. You need to mail my lock. Yes, you do need to mail your locks. And what's up, Mab Investigates? Here's another person that's on the island, and he's being respectful. So thank you, Mab, for being respectful, the Mabster. Go over and subscribe to his channel. Tara, my girl, much love to you. Big hugs to you as well, Tara. All right. Yeah, go over, check out Mabster. He's building his channel up, and he's respectful. So that's what we like. And yeah, bye, Felicia, to all the people that don't like being here. Go away. Just go away. All right. So yes, if you have locks to mail, guys, that's it. They're not going to pay for it anymore. I tried to get a PO box, but it's like $140 or $160 a month. It's expensive. So if you have them, mail them now. It's a lock. You can have small trinkets, no flowers, no plushies. All right. This is what it's been reduced to, guys. It is sad. It is sad, but I mean, there's only so long that things can continue, right? Thank you, Lynn. Thank you for subbing up. All right. That's all good. Mab was in here. I shout out to Mab. He was respectful. And Jess says, I love being here. That's a beautiful idea. Yes, it's almost over. That's what's left of it, guys, which is sad because there's this and then there's the bench, which a lot of people don't even realize where the bench is. Right. So that's all that's left. That one's beautiful. Sarah from Austin, Texas, did a little engraving. Get those out now if you can. All right. We've sent lots of locks of love. We've done Bowie. We've done lots. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me unmute myself. That is someone's property, and it causes confusion and drama for them to have people over there on private property. But also, the PO box isn't standing anymore. So if you're out in that area, get a lock, put it up. If you're not, get it out now because this is the last time they're going to do it. Now, this is the last part of the month. We're in the beginning of September. By the end, it will be gone. All right, Matthew, thank you so much. Matthew Hellisk, thank you for the $2. Great channel. Thank you. All right. It's a private, it's a guy's private working farm. He's been very tolerant, and I agree. I never want to go against the owners or anything like that. They're giving a courtesy message to get your locks out now, because that will be it. All right. And they don't want to do that. Mab says, happy birthday, Jessica. Hope you have a good one. All right. Let's keep going. So yes, it is no shade to these people, but get your locks out. Maddie, this is where they did the original memorial, the vigil. Now there's a bench, guys. St. Cloud Parks and Recreation bench tribute program. I don't know the exact spot, but there you go. There's the bench. And I love that these ladies, and this was a tough one. These ladies stuck this out in the advocacy and in just whatever their role is. They've been there for it all. Don't sass back, Jay. Thanks. You're always supportive of our sweet dear Maddie. Send locks to show support for Maddie. Visit Maddie's bench. Okay, at St. Cloud Lakefront. There, guys. If you guys are in St. Cloud, go over to the bench. Say a prayer. Whatever you do, clear your mind. They did a great job, and it took a long time to get that because they had to go through all the hoops of whatever the city tells them, right? Yes. Shout out. Happy birthday, Jessica. That's better. Yeah. No, never any shade. Never, ever any shade to those people. Absolutely not. I just wanted to get the message across to those that need to hear it. All right. So there's the locks there. Let me put this back up. I want to check out the channel real quick. You guys know this is a private group, but now that a lot of this stuff is over, all right, let's see how many likes. Are we supposed to be at a certain amount of likes or something? We still have 439 people in here, and I don't know how many likes. Can someone tell me how many likes we have?